Went to the party last Saturday night. I didn't get laid. I got in a tuffle. Ain't no big thing. Late for my job. Traffic was bad. Had to borrow $20 from my old man. Ain't no big thing. Went to the party last Saturday night. I told you last story. It's gonna be right. It ain't no big thing. But I know what I like. I like dancing with you. Kiss me once. Kiss me twice. Come on, pretty baby. Kiss me deadly. So guess who I saw Saturday night? So, got to see Lita Ford headline in Decatur. Awesome. Yeah. She's 67 years old. And she's shredding on the guitar like no other. Like, oh my god. I can see why Wayne got real excited for Cassandra in Wayne's World. You know, there is something, especially when Lita's wearing a leather jumpsuit, red leather jumpsuit, and heels, 4-inch heels, and playing guitar and shredding it. Yeah. Oh, right. So, excited for that. Oh. Also, yeah. So, Lita played at Decatur. Did I really want to go into detail by detail? Or, you know, I guess maybe. So, you know, got there early. Of course, I had standing room only, so close to the stage. Yeah, of course. You know. Some Hoolin John opened, some band out of Minnesota, never heard of him, but the drummer was banging the crap out of his own drum kit and breaking the sticks. And actually, one funny point, I was like, and like there was cymbals right there, you know, almost right on top riser, and you know, vibration hitting the drums, you know, hard. It actually knocked it over. It was actually funny. I was like, oh my god, this is going to fall over. There was a part of me that I should have recorded, but it was like more of, you know, you gotta take it in the moment type thing. So that band opened. Actually, they started at like 6:30, which is interesting. I wasn't too impressed. They're a warm-up band. Not to shit on them, because trust me, I'm not good at playing instruments at all. But really kind of understand some of the songs. It's not, they all blended the same. It all sounded the same. So then Firehouse come aboard. Bye baby, bye bye. That was all she wrote. Do, 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 do. So interesting. That song was number 2 they played. I would imagine that would have been the closer. Bye baby, bye bye. That was all she wrote. I would imagine that was the closer, because that's a more song I'm more familiar with. But it takes me a few seconds to realize, they had like one other song I knew. Well, I know a couple songs. Like apparently, Firehouse not really was on my radar. But Don't Walk Away. Don't Walk Away. Have you heard of this song? Have you heard this song? Well, you actually would have. You heard of the song before, yes. Literally, when in the movie The Wrestler that came out in 2009, 2010, that time frame. Actually, it probably would have been 2009 because Watchmen came out. Anyways, Marissa Tomei comes out dancing to Don't Walk Away. Girl, you and I been together as long as I can remember. We come too far away, but you tell me that you're leaving. Oh, just can't believe it. Don't you walk away. You don't have to break my heart. Don't you walk away. And apparently, the singer is a really young guy, and he's actually a replacement from the old lead singer. I guess passed away not too long ago, but it was they rule. I would go with Pasty Firehouse in New Berlin or back in Decatur. Oh, well, some of those songs they played. Maybe some Chopra Joe, but it helped. Of course, don't you have a little note? Of course you do. Oh, bad, don't treat me bad. Yeah. Shake and tumble. Shake and tumble. Do 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 do. Yeah. Also a pretty good song too. Alright. All She Wrote. Okay. Last one's what they did. All She Wrote, Shake and Tumble, Mighty Fine Win, Love of a Lifetime, Reach for Don't Treat Me Bad. Getting these from sets.fm. And not a lot of people put a real hard set together. Anyways. So, I was very impressed, even though, I'm only limited to a very short songs of Firehouse. But anyways, so a nice little quick change, and then Lita Ford came on. She started, I believe, Let Go, Larger Than Life, and I think, Back to the Cave for a little while. Then she did Elton John's Bitches back cover, Can't Catch Me, I believe. There was a drum solo. Oh yeah, I had to catch me. Which this guy was really, really impressive. Guy's built like a 2002 pro wrestler, and he's going all over his drum kit. Like some kind of octopus. At one point he just put a towel on over his eyes and hit every cymbal. It was awesome. And of course Lita went to us. I don't know if she just just kind of need to catch her breath or what. But she came out, got a new guitar, and started playing because she was in the band The Runaways, with Joan Jett back in the late '70s. That's how she got started in music. Of course, everybody knows this song because of oh, shit. I know this. I ain't Groot. Guardians of the Galaxies. Cherry Bomb. She started playing Cherry Bomb. Hello, mud. I'm your wild girl. I'm your Cherry Bomb. Then she did another cover, Only Women Bleed by Alice Cooper. And she also did another cover song. Seems like at the minute, Lady Ford's not really. She's a lot of her songs are really deep cuts in a way. Yeah, basically she's only, she has the Runaway stuff, and of course, Close My Eyes Forever. She did a duet with Ozzy back in the day, but she did with her guitarist in this version of it, and closed out the night with "Kiss Me Deadly." Actually, it's kind of cool. I got a guitar pick. Concerts. If you're by the stage, they're all picks. They're done using. A lot of bands famously do this if they have a whole set of them. Yeah, I got the guitar pick from the guitarist, Patrick Kennedy or something like that. His name is. Oh, maybe I should just Google it. Why don't you Google it? Yeah, he was doing Ozzy part in "Close My Eyes Forever." Runaways. She was in the Runaways between 1975 and 79. Who is Lady Ford guitarist currently? Patrick Kinson. He made a big deal. He's from San Antonio. Said something in Spanish. Viva la Alamo. Her bass is from like Sweden or something like that. So he's been with her since 2014. So I got his guitar pick. The drummer's from San Antonio, Myron Goldboucher. Oh, and Don Nosova. Very, very easy pronouncing sound names. So, yeah. And it's kind of funny, Lita Ford was, the sex symbol back in the 80s, and, very pretty woman, I'm not gonna lie. And a very attractive, mature lady, too. There was one guy in the audience on the other side of the amphitheater in the pit. He was like, "Oh, what's your guitar pick?" She goes, "Honey, I only got one pick for tonight." Which, they were selling guitar picks for, if you wanted one of her guitar picks, you could have just got one for $10 and probably should, you know, touched it or something. You know, I don't really understand the infatuation with wanting to get guitar picks. I guess it's like one because this person touched it. You know, it's like, oh my god, he touched it. You know, it's kind of on the weird level of, oh my god, this really cute girl touched my hand. I'm never going to wash this hand ever again. It's like that weird connection like that. So anyways, you know, song or two later, she was playing Back to the Cave, you know. She's going, yeah, don't you guys, you got some man caves. Ooh, back to the cave. Wow. And, you know, just kind of band is jamming, you know. And the guy's like, really like, I love you, Lita. It's like, Jesus. She goes, you know, dude, settle down. Tell you what, that guy's wife didn't need him to take for him that night. So, that was my big night indicator. Afterwards, I ventured my way to my good friend's house. I'd spend the night there. Had a nice brewski. Got up and came home. Yeah. Oh, there's more. I got more to talk about. Don't you go anywhere. Actually, hold that thought. After these matches, I'll be right back. Last time I showed you, I got that book. Also ordered something else that on Amazon. I've been wanting this for a while. All of my life I kind of watched Howard Duck the movie. Until recently, until I got a DVD. Hey, it's a comic book. It was the first Marvel movie made in 1986. August 1st, 1986. The release date, and it was first idea brainchild of George Lucas, and Gloria Katz got on board, and it's a great feature. I highly recommend checking out. But I got the complete collection, Volume 1 of Howard the Duck. So, that's going to be some reading material. I kind of flipped through it Friday, and yeah. He battles the Man-Thing, Spider-Man's in it. Yeah. He runs for president. And Jimmy Carter is not happy or something, I don't know. But also, what came to me, thank God, after a month. So, I can't, there's some patches I can't buy. Band patches. So, I figured, because I had that Bill O'Treath Bulldozer one on the other jacket. By the way, I wore my jean jacket, but it was a long sleeve, not the vest, Saturday. And I first ordered this stuff a month ago, like at the end of July, maybe August 1st. And Redbubble screwed up my order. Freak. I needed 2 patches because I needed it for Saturday night. Of course, it kind of arrived today. But right now I have 5. I actually ordered 6, but they let me keep the other screwed up one, which I think they just do that because they don't want to deal with shipping. So, I'm going to tell you what I bought in the other room, because I don't know if I'm allowed this. I know I can say it, but I don't know if I can show. It's from Wayne's World. It's when Wayne is having Vanderoff on the show, and he write on those little postcards, and he writes, whatever, blows chunks, And one was Pink Boy, and I got that one, it's Wayne holding up a cue card saying "Speak to Boy" on one side, pointing to one side, kind of like "I am stupid." And so here's another one. Trekosaurus. Simpsons reference. Season 2 episode Bart the Daredevil. Because why not? That's, like monster trucks and shit like that I like. Death by Snoo Snoo, which is a Futurama reference. I believe season 3, maybe 4. Is the Amazon Women's Planet. Of course, I have this one saved up for a couple years now. Couldn't find it on TeePublic, but again, I don't. But found it on Redbubble again. A little bit small. It's Britney Spears, a very metal image. She's the one with the snake with the VMA. And it says, "I'm a slave for you." It's not really cleared out that way, but yeah. And these two I could have used. This is probably the real reason I bought these, so I can have them, god damn it, for Saturday night. Lita Ford with a bandolier and American flag. Hell, y'all. And Rest in Power, Ozzy Osbourne. And that came today. Yeah, I needed it Saturday. But, I got it. It came through. So, I can clearly go back to Redbubble now, and they can have more of my money. Even though, let's face it, it's kind of going to somebody else. Even though I like it that way. 24 minutes. Do I have to go on, or I can save it for next week? I don't know. I guess I've needed to fill up a few minutes. Right before I came on, I was watching a video about the death of clubbing. Girls meeting guys at clubs. And it's like, me personally was never a club guy. I was, let's face it, I was too ugly. I worked, and I was holding out for somebody else. So. And also, I didn't have a place to bring somebody back home. So I think the only really one time I really went out was like somebody's birthday or where I had to work when I was washing dishes back in the day. It was like, God, this place sucks. It's like it wasn't my thing ever going out to a club, because it's like shit music. Play some Rat. Hey, how about some what's rockin' with Dawkins, DJ. And also, I didn't drink. I drove. I was like, hey, can I get water? Hey, yeah, water, please, water. Hey, cool. Hey, I'm still waiting for that water here. Cool. Yeah. No water then, huh? And it's like kind of like and being awkward and me at 21. Hell, I'd rather been at a strip club. Plus, living in a small town, shit. don't have really a lot of chances when, especially the MySpace era. There wasn't real, we had cell phones, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like, oh, I can look up shit right now on my phone, and be like, hey, some goofy shit like that. But no Shirley Bob. I was not a club man. It never was there. Loved all. Yeah. So yeah. Plus also maybe the clubs are kind of dying. It is post 2020 epidemic. And it's kind of like going to the movies. Why go? You're going to get drunk. Stay home and get drunk. You're not plowing some family to death. You're not getting DUI. There's chicks I watch on the body cam trend on YouTube. They're 20 years old and have 2 DUIs. What the hell? What the hell? Plus, also, it's probably like I was, 20 years old and balding. Real fucking sex appeal, right? Maybe now. Maybe with this beer or something. Then again, it was never me. It was like, I do enjoy a good drink, but I can go like months without drinking. I can go 6, 8 months with no drinking. I'll have a drink on my birthday. Maybe one Saturday night. Plug the computer into the TV, watch a nice football game. Relax with some margarita. Besides that, gosh. Excuse me. Been up since. No, not really been up, but plus my liver's bad enough. I've been drinking soda almost all my life. So. Plus, the alcohol ages your skin. Too. That's another thing. I'm really more conscious about. So, yeah. So we're hitting the hard 30, so to speak. There's one more topic I want to talk about. I can always slide it next week or whenever I get to it or I have some free time. So, let's go back to the cave and play it pretty for Stella. Night, everybody.